Hey there, this is Chris Vasquez from Aweber, and I'm going to talk to you today about email split testing, what you can test and why you might test different things. So I'm going to walk through 3 experiments that I've run on a newsletter that I send where I send out weekly would you rather scenarios. It's a lot of fun and it enables me to do some really cool tests. So in the first one, I'm going to start down here. Oh, let me close that. I'm going to start down at the bottom. I did a subject line split test, and that is where the only difference is the subject line people see in their inboxes. This is a really great test if you want to experiment with affecting open rates, because this is not something people need to click into your email to experience. So here, all I did was I swapped cats and dogs and cats. I did this just for fun. I didn't expect it to have a meaningful impact. And when you look at the numbers, given the size of the list, it really didn't. What's kind of encouraging is that this was a small change and very little impact was seen from it. So it makes me think that there's likely not a ton of false positives on my list size. So the next one is a content test. And in this case, the subject lines are the same. They were sent at generally the same time, but I changed some of the content in the message. So I'm not likely to see meaningful impacts on open rates, or I shouldn't see impacts on open rates, but I might see impacts on click rates. So all of these newsletters have a split screen at the top between 2 choices. So in this case, it's would you rather have crab claws for hands or always wear mittens? And in variation A, crab claws are on the left side. Variation B, the mittens are on the left side. So half of my subscribers got one, half got the other. And what I'm trying to test here is, does the order of the choices affect people's willingness to choose one or preference for one, especially on mobile devices where the buttons stack? So when we look back at the results, top level click rate wouldn't tell us much. We need to look at who clicked the first link and the second link in the email and see if there was any variance there between the 2 emails we sent. So far, no variance. The last one, and this is one of my favorite things to test because it's really easy, is a send time split test. So in this case, the subject lines are the same. The email content is exactly the same. The only difference is when I sent the email. In this case, the first variation went out at 9:01 a.m., around 9 o'clock. The other one went out around 12:45. And again, this is one that is primarily going to give me an idea of when are people likely to open my emails or interact with them. So this is another one where you can run a split test and you're not requiring someone to click on a specific link in the email to learn something about it. Now you might want to be concerned with that. Like, does someone, even if open rates improve in the afternoon, if click rates go down, that's not necessarily a good thing. But it's an easy test to run and something you should experiment with. So these are really quick, high-level overviews of some of the tests I'm running and that you could also be running easily with your own lists. If you want to give it a try, head on over to aweber.com and try it out for yourself. I'm sure you're going to have awesome fun and learn amazing things. Share them with me, and happy testing.